Welcome to Point Takes Podcast. I'm Charlie Rayya.
And I am Rayya here at Underdog Restaurant and Sports Club on a Monday evening. It is almost the end of happy hour. Happy hour ends at 7. It is Monday night, so you know what that means. Pool and poker.
Hell yeah, both those things go so great together, and they always have a great turnout here. So much fun. I'm not much of a poker player because I don't have the best luck, but I love watching what they do.
Well, in addition to pool and poker, there is also a weekly unrivaled meetup watch party.
Heck yeah.
So they'll probably be here later when the Vinyl take on the Mist because we all love our girl Enrique down here. Additionally, Tanner over there hosts Throw It Back Karaoke right here on Wednesday night.
That's right. Throw It Back Karaoke. All your hits.
Thrown back.
The best roller rink DJ you ever did see.
Hey, Tanner, speaking of that, because we are the week of the Super Bowl, do you like to mix it up? Like some of those artists you see the halftime shows, like go some throwbacks. Do you have some stuff in store for some of the people coming by on
man,
Wednesday?
I love to play old videos from that kind of thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a pretty good time. I sound weird.
You
Does that sound weird to you?
You sound fine.
Yeah, in our
Okay.
ears you sound
Yeah, you
good.
sound great to me.
Okay, I'll live with it.
Yes.
You
That's
know,
what we do in this podcast.
just roll with the
it.
punches. I was going to say something. Oh, Charlie and I are now back to drinking real alcohol again.
Hey, welcome back.
Yeah. Our quick dry, my small dry January, week of dry January.
Hey, I did damp January. I just didn't drink on Mondays. But I'm returning with wine because I decided I will no longer drink beer for health reasons. So I'm going to
Okay.
drink wine.
If you're going to
And
drink,
liquor.
you're going to make it count.
Yes.
Yeah.
No more empty calories.
Well,
no more.
I'm going to get us some shots
All right.
to welcome you back and also maybe leave a bad taste in your mouth.
Oh my gosh, I don't know how Rumple Mints and wine is gonna mix. So can I not? Can
Rumple
stick
Mints
to
and
my-
wine.
I was going to get 2 shots. A Malort shot.
No.
There you go. I take those easily
You guys
now.
really just want me throwing up on camera. This is
A
just
Malort
so
shot
embarrassing.
and a Rumplemint shot. So you can, cleanse your palate afterwards.
You know, I hate to say this, but so many times now I've taken more alert that it's like snake venom to me. I've just grown a tolerance,
That's
which
disgusting.
I
That is
didn't think
awful.
that would happen.
That's
I mean,
so gross.
I know, but
that's
know,
like a borderline problem.
when your body's like, what's up? You know, this is normal. You know, now you can just go watch everybody else's face. Take
You've
it.
adapted.
I am adapted. Out of all the things you want to be adaptable for, I don't think that's Malort is one that should be high on the list. But I don't know.
Yeah, I could never. You are
Crazy?
one of a kind. Your words, not mine.
Wild.
Crazy's probably fitting.
You want to talk about crazy? Big piece of news broke over the weekend. You know, we are just minding our own businesses on a Saturday night, hanging out with friends, watching the Royal Rumble, maybe doing a little bit of karaoke, which is what Tanner was doing. And all of a sudden, our entire lives fucking changed. Right, Charlie?
It was stunning. You know, already you mentioned the Rumble, exciting Rumble. We'll get into that. Some shockers there, and then the ultimate. I remember sitting next to Rayya, and her mouth just dropped like some incredible,
I thought it
unfortunate
was a
news.
joke.
Yeah, we all thought it was a hack because Shams, a great reporter, I think has been hacked prior before. Plus, is late at night. Like it's like what?
Yeah,
10
late
o'clock?
at night. It was 11:15
Yeah. Ooh,
on
know it.
Saturday night. Like I saw videos on my TikTok feed of people at parties or at bars where the sound cuts off because people are just like, "What? What's happening here? Is this real life?" Yes, it is real fucking life.
It is real life. It felt like a celebrity death, you know.
Well, we're treating it like one.
Well,
I'm
or
literally
bad.
wearing black.
Yeah. Yep. Well, it felt like we were cheated on. It felt like all the things. And, you know, you can have different perspectives on it, but I think the one thing that I've just been following, talking to people is how it went down no matter what was the most craziest thing.
Yeah, I mean, for Nico to be able to keep it under wraps the
Yeah.
way he did
I'm
from
about to say, not getting a leak of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he was saying it was like secret coffee shop meetings with Rob Pelinka. Like you would think seeing the two of them out in public would like trigger something. Unless they were doing coffee dates over Zoom.
They might have. Microsoft Teams.
Let me Skype you.
It would
Yeah.
be Teams, guys.
Face chat, Snapchat, half of the deal. in increments. I mean, they do have a long relationship through Nike, and so, and obviously, and I've heard this take. Obviously Nike represent Kobe, represent LeBron, so there's a lot of history there, but it just was just the rug. And for Anthony Davis, too.
Yeah, Anthony Davis didn't know, and LeBron didn't know. You would
LeBron.
think LeBron would have his hands all up in something like this. LeBron had no idea. Found out like the rest of us via
None of
a
the
rando
coaches.
text message.
Jason Kidd didn't know. JJ Redick. Nobody knew. And it was. And I think the shittiest thing though is that just the text. Like you text your star, you're getting traded. You're not going to sit down and have a conversation. You're just going to send a break, ghost take text. What is this, a Gen Z involved with the general manager? Like that is like, I don't care whether you're for or against the trade, but that's shitty.
Yeah, that just makes me think more and more that there's more things going on
Probably.
behind the scenes that we don't know about. So, initial reaction to the trade, just the trade. Luka for AD essentially is the trade. And you got picks in there. A sophomore in high school, first rounder in 2029. You got rid of Maxi Kleba, and we took on another. His name's Max, isn't it?
Yeah.
Max Christie. So you traded Maxi for Max. How do you feel about the trade itself, politics and scandal aside? Just talk to me about basketball right now.
Yeah, I mean, I was definitely taken back for sure. I've probably been the more skeptical of the longevity of Luka being here. I don't know. I always felt like this isn't the same as Dirk. I just felt like you see these super teams. If we couldn't get him, now we've put forth the effort and try to get him a team to get him there. But I never had that 100% belief that he was going to be here long term. But I never saw something like this happen. I thought it would be on his own terms. I thought they would have a conversation. Maybe they didn't get to terms, and then somebody like the Lakers, which I used to joke, hey, watch him be a Laker. I know LeBron loves him. Well, now it's happening. I just felt like they could have done more. I think they should have shopped. Look, I understand the health conditions. I understand all that. But I felt like you also traded for a guy who's 32 years old, a talent, but is also questionable in health. Like, how does that really help you win now? He barely plays for the Lakers right now, up until now. So, I don't know. It was just I'm hurt in the way it was done, and I don't think we made the most smart. I think we should have kept our options open.
Yeah, from a basketball standpoint, I did say on last week's episode that we needed to trade for a big.
Yeah.
I just didn't expect it to be
Anthony
this
Davis?
way.
Yeah.
Because you got Derek Lively injured for a while. You've got Daniel Gafford. Will they move him? Will they not move him? Now you're kind of like, okay, you got this new starting lineup. Kyrie and who? Spencer Dinwiddie at the 2.
Yeah.
Is it Quentin Grimes at the 2? So that's going to be interesting to see how that folds out. And then you'll have Anthony Davis and Derek Lively ideally as your 4 and 5. And then the 3 spots also. Who's the 3? P.J. Washington.
Yeah, P.J. Washington.
Standing on business.
And we didn't get, Gafford still around. Despite rumors or despite a little buzz that he could be gone, which is like, I don't see them getting rid of Gafford.
So, just staying in the basketball world before I get emotional and talk about the other stuff, I do think that they're not done.
No, I don't think so
either. I think
either.
they are going to trade for one more player, and it could be a Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
It could be a Seth Curry.
I was going to text you that. What do you think about recircling that Jimmy Butler conversation now?
I mean, now that Luka's gone,
and
you have a big enough hole in the offense. You have the space to pay somebody so you can take on a big contract.
well, another thing is I know there was that, how he is in the locker room. There's been one stop for many players where that hasn't been an issue, and that's Dallas. People seem to come here, and I don't know, you could say straighten out. I don't know if it's at the culture, so.
But I think that was more under Rick Carlisle. I think that was definitely a Rick Carlisle thing. He favored veterans for that reason. He made Dallas a destination for, like, journeyman veterans that could turn their careers around. So I don't know if Jason Kidd will have that same effect. But taking a guy like Jimmy Butler without promising him an extension kind of works in your favor. It's a little bit like low risk, high reward, because if it doesn't work out, he's gone. I wouldn't sign him long term.
No, and
at this point, now that we
and I really do feel there is more, because I was like, it can't be just that. Because let's look at the offense. Like, obviously you have Kyrie. If you have Kyrie, That's the thing, the consistency there. So who really is going to be that guy on the offense that can elevate? Usually when Luka is out, you had Kyrie, and vice versa. You have Clay in the mix, but we know he where he's at. He stays at 75%. So who's going to be that other X factor consistently and is going to be healthy? They got to make some kind of splash there to get, because right now ticket sales are cheap. I can go.
Bro, we were just looking at those.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah.
As low as $11.
$10, $9 for one game coming up in the next month. So that's on
Nets,
SeatGeek,
right?
but yeah, there's a bunch of them. It's the highest one, the most expensive, $151 for the Lakers, which we all know why.
Yeah, that's going to be April. Oof.
Just
okay.
a big old oof.
Let's talk about the fans. The fans made a very public display of their feelings about this trade. Obviously, we've all been blindsided. Luka was our prince. He was everything to us. We all watched Slovenian basketball for this man. Like, we've done some outrageous things.
Watch him grow up.
Luka fans, yeah. Talk to me about what you think about the fan reaction to all this.
Man, it is, I've been, Dallas sports fan all my life. Seen it all, obviously being with the Cowboys. I've never seen something like this. Even I would say, like, I was hurt when we got rid of, Nash. I was a big Nash guy.
That was comparable.
But
moment.
they didn't have a casket out there. Like, you would have thought.
Who has these ideas?
Somebody's been waiting for the downfall of this team. And what did you say? It was a $3,000?
$3,000 for the casket, and in that blue. And then the guy came out and did a whole funeral ceremony.
I want to be that person's friend that they just have random $3,000 just throw down on miscellaneous
on a coffin.
on a coffin.
What?
I mean, it was blue, right? He's either preparing for the Cowboys, which that you should have just had that out there for years. But
my God. What
and
is this?
here we go. We got Mr. Luka Doncic behind.
Earring.
It's got the earring. Oh, it does have
Since
an
when
earring.
does Luka wear?
He should have got the earring.
A pretty earring.
That would have got him an extension.
Oh my God.
He looks in awe of what just happened.
Oh, nice.
He does.
Oy.
Luka.
Luka, what happened?
He is shocked and awe. I know the fans' reaction has been intense, to say the least. And, of course, we just mentioned how low ticket prices have been in the last 24 hours. Just all the anger you see and how the frustration and this is it. And
I'm not going to ask the stupid question, are the fans' feelings valid? Yes, they're very much valid. But what does this say about the Mavericks front office moving forward?
Well, they're not going to be trusted. Yeah, they're not going to be trusted. I mean, which is interesting because we were talking about how all the props to Nico for the Kyrie, the Clay, like, this is a GM who's all in. Take notice, Jerry. This is a GM. He is helping get Luka the guys he needs to be successful. Jason Kidd the guys. Gafford, PJ. He is willing to do whatever. Because we were heartbroken when Dodo and them left. I mean, we weren't, not to this extent, but
No, absolutely not.
but he made moves that he felt necessary. We're like, okay, cool. Even Brunson, like, all right, cool. But this one was just so out of left field and blindsided. Like, how as a fan can you trust whatever you're going to do? Now, maybe they do have something up their sleeve, and it's going to put a little smile. I think the only one thing that wins the fans back is you got to win the championship now. You said you're all in, you got to win it this year.
Yeah, it's going to be really hard without the fan support in the building. It's going to be really interesting to see how these next 2 weeks of home games look, and say the team continues. I mean, we've lost 5-7, right? So if we're still going to keep losing games, or people just going to keep pulling out, and season ticket holders trying to sell their seats, you're going to see empty seats in the arena, more visitors. That's going to be an interesting trend to watch for. But in terms of what Nico has done for this team, there's been a lot of wins, and then there's also been a lot of questionable activity, right? You can take it all the way back to letting Jalen Brunson go. And now you see Jalen Brunson's having a hell of a career being a Knick. You can look at Kristaps Porzingis. Took a championship away from the Mavericks, essentially.
Yeah.
So, I mean, nobody bats 1,000. Building a team is hard. But what if he is onto something that we don't know about? If you're talking about investing almost $400 million at the end of next season into Luka, and he's only going to play 75% of games because of his conditioning, are you really, does that financially make sense? We talk about this with the NFL with running backs, right? Running backs are always hurt, right? You get maybe 2 to 3 great seasons, and then they fall apart. What's the point of the investment? And what if he knew that he wasn't going to be able to get a good value in return, and this was as good as it's going to get, and he jumped?
You think Luka was in on this one?
No, I don't think Luka's in on this. I
No,
think this
no,
is
no.
strictly
It was
Nico.
clearly not even his agent knew.
No, I'm saying Nico's looking more long term, right?
I see what
Nico's
you're saying.
saying, okay, this guy can't seem to stay in shape. We make fun of his body all the time in the media, right? He gets called out for being chubby, fat, whatever. You see the video of the Western Conference Finals. They take the beer right out of his hands because he has a reputation of smoking a shit ton of hookah and drinking beers before and after games.
My kind of guy.
If you are the GM of a franchise and you are trying to, you are really trying to win a championship, is this the guy you want to put your hopes and dreams on? Does it make sense? Even if you are a generational player, what's the cost, right? At what cost are you willing to do
Only if
this?
you can keep it together, right?
And if he's not able to keep it together, and he knew that the only way that Luka was going to be dealt is if he kept the shit under wraps and found somebody willing to take him.
Well, it's got to
For
be
something.
Yeah, I think it's all a valid good point, and a reason why I didn't think Luka was going to be here as nearly as long. However, I don't think if you listen to Nico, he's building for long term. He's building for just right now. He even said, "I might not even be here in 10 years." So I think
10 years is a really long ways away.
Yeah, but I mean, still, the AD's 32 years old. So I mean, and
Well, you
Kyrie's
can
what?
play in your
32. Yeah, but not when you got their injuries. So they're looking at these next 2, maybe 3 years winning.
I mean, that's what you would be doing with Luka anyway, just given his injury history, right? The number of games per season he's going to play is going to go down anyway. So you're going to have to find somebody to complement him via draft or trade in the future. You can't put all of your eggs in one basket. We all know this. And Nico knows this.
It just, he has to make a splash. Like, he has to come out, because this isn't a splash for most of the fan nation, and that's a big thing, especially when you have this new ownership that's taken over. And our little conspiracy not only is like, hey, could they move?
Yeah, could
and
we have sunk the ship on
Definitely.
purpose?
and so you got rid of Luka, but what are you really, really, really bringing back? Because we just said Kyrie can't stay healthy, Anthony can't stay healthy, Clay can't stay healthy. So who's going to come in to really make me believe and that I want to spend my money?
Totally.
You don't have that yet, and if you do, you better come up with it ASAP.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, I think long term, when this team moves to Vegas,
Yeah,
There it is.
they're going to be in better shape.
when that sophomore in 2029,
Gets drafted by the Vegas, insert team name
the next
here.
Anthony Edwards or
Whoever the hell it is, it is what it is. But I think they know something we don't. And I was telling Steven on the way over here, it gives me shades of the Josh Hamilton move to LA as well. Mm-hmm. When Josh Hamilton moved out to LA, there were a lot of things exposed. A lot of things happened to him in his personal life that made you feel like, oh, goddamn, we really did dodge a bullet losing one of our all-time greatest Rangers.
Well, he wasn't the only one. Wash was out the door too.
Yeah.
There was a lot of
boy.
things that got released. I mean, there's definitely got to be something. I don't feel like this is the end. There's just no way.
Yeah, we're
There's-
going to find out as time moves on. Somebody is going to say something, and we already know that the relationship between Luka and the front office wasn't the greatest. So we'll just see, and we'll see how he performs in LA. We'll see how he looks when he comes back from the calf injury. They're saying he currently weighs 270 pounds. And
I
in
heard
that
that
video,
too.
in that video of him getting off the plane at LAX with a dream in my cardigan, he looks chubby.
Nice.
Well, I'll say that he was a Mark guy, and the moment Mark left, I was like, anything can happen now. Anything can happen with this ownership. And so, but it also does set a precedence in the league that nobody's untouchable. And so it does have probably other owners and GMs just thinking, just considering. Because like Charles said, Barkley said, you rarely see a star traded for a star like that. It just doesn't happen.
Yep.
So, but I do. Desirable. I'm not saying you shouldn't have moved on from him, but what we got back in the interim, I don't know.
I agree. I feel like they still could have gotten a better deal. Could have gotten something.
That's what I say. Shop around.
A little better.
But
Gotta shop around.
But it was so quick. Like I was like, man.
Shams breaking news, 11 o'clock on
I
a
know.
Saturday. Did y'all see those videos of the Suns finding out?
Oh yeah, KD was just like shocked. Like
They found out mid-game. They heard it from a fan.
yeah,
That's insane.
that's crazy.
That is just, that is nuts. Anything else you guys want to say about Luka, to Luka?
Luka, well, I like your earring. You know, I will say he did have dad jokes. He did have dad jokes.
He did.
I
and
fell in love with you today.
Yeah, that will be a moment forever.
I will say he did have a lot of great moments. It was just Luka-esque moments. I got to see one back in 2022 where he stumbles, gets the ball in last minute. Stuff like that is fun to watch. So I will just say, from my perspective, just following him, just thank you for those crazy memories and entertainment. So I will say this: I hope things get under well with him as far as the condition and the health, and we'll see, great time there in Lakers.
Just get ready to see a lot of Laker jerseys here in Dallas.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be
more so than there already was.
We're already a transplant city, and more, and there are a lot. Yeah, you're right. There's only a lot of Lakers fans.
It's gonna whip that kid into shape.
That's what I said. I said that as well. I was like, move over, Bronny.
Yeah.
LeBron has a new son. He's going to be like a vegan in about a year.
Would it have been funny if Bronny was in the trade?
Oh, man.
They came out and said Bronny was off limits for the trade deadline. So that's funny. That's funny as fuck, though.
Yeah.
Oh, that's precious.
Oh, Lord. Well, Mavs fans, we love you. We're thinking about you. But hopefully we're on to, our next era.
I mean, first Jerry and now this.
It's been a really rough week in Dallas sports.
Yeah.
They're letting us have it.
No, well, I'll say this because we'll get in brief hockey, though. There was a trade that was good this weekend.
I mean, so I kept all the basketball items together, but if you want to talk about hockey, we can.
Well, I was just saying, the trade, we got Mikael Granlund and Cody Ceci, both from San Jose. Granlund already having such a great season, 15 goals. So, I mean, that felt like such a steal.
15 goals, how many points?
What is it? How many it's all?
It's 45 points.
Yeah,
which
that's
means
crazy.
The guy is an assist machine.
Yes.
Which is what I told you we needed. We needed a point guard on this team to keep that offense flowing.
And I said we needed defense too, and Cody.
Especially now that Miro is going to be out for some time.
And Cody's holding his own. I mean, he's held up that San Jose defense there. So I mean, we got both what we wanted.
We did. That never happened.
And Marshman's back, so it's like even a huge plus. And
big one last night, 5-3.
5-3 over the Blue Jackets. They do play tomorrow, I believe. So they're on the road. So they're on a 5-game winning streak, right? And they're third in the NHL. Overall.
The NHL, yeah, that's right. Third in the NHL.
So come on, Stars. You be our hope, our rising.
That's right.
You're going to make us all feel better.
Jim Neal is like, all right. He's looking over what the Mavs are doing.
He's like, I can't do anything wrong. I'm perfect.
Right.
Well, we'll keep that going. Well, they've been the most consistent, though, here in Dallas for a while. So.
And then I'm going to touch on this. Oh, go.
I wanted to have just a brief segment here in just a moment.
All right.
Yeah. Brief, short.
Just brief.
Yeah.
What you want?
Hey, audience and potential advertisers, you can advertise with us.
Hell
Pouring
yeah.
Takes right here. Just get with admin at pouringtakes.com and we'll work it out, baby. You got a cool new product? You got something you want to talk about? Let's talk about it. We'll work it out.
We're all about those products.
We'll get up in that ass.
We'll get up in that ass.
It's get in that ass.
Okay. Well,
You guys
we'll
are-
get up all with all that products.
There it is. There it is. All right, thank you.
We're working on it.
All right, so flipping back to basketball for a sec, just want to mention the Dallas Wings also have been making trades and free agency signings, which is crazy that it happens in the NBA and the WNBA at the same time. Just want to call out that Satu Sabali, Natasha Howard, and J.C. Sheldon are no longer with the team. All were traded to different places. Satu Sabali going to the Phoenix Mercury to join Diana Taurasi and friends. I think they also acquired somebody else big, but I can't remember off the top of my head. Natasha Howard joining Caitlin Clark in Indiana. And I believe J.C. Sheldon is also part of that trade. So we're going to have a whole new looking starters going into this season, we signed Dejanay Carrington, Melissa Smith, and Ty Harris. And Ty Harris is a return player. She played 2 seasons ago. She was on the team when we went to the playoff game. And ironically, that playoff game that we went to against the Connecticut Sun, that's where Dejanay Carrington comes from.
All right.
So
circling back.
Kind of familiar with these ladies. From these trades, we already have the first overall pick in the draft. Now we also have the 12th pick in the draft.
Ooh.
So pay attention to March Madness, because outside of Paige, I'm very curious to see who else pops during the tournament.
Oh, I can't wait for that March Madness tournament. So many questions. It's gonna be exciting, and yeah, I mean, Wings doing big things right here. So I mean, at least one side of the ball can go really well.
Yeah, I think this upcoming season for the Wings is going to be kind of like a rebuild. I mean, only 8 teams make the playoffs in the WNBA so far. As they expand the team pool, then there'll be more playoff teams. But for now, only 8 teams can make it. Atlanta Dream looks really good. Seattle Storm, Vegas Aces, LA Sparks acquiring Kelsey Plum. So, it's going to be really tough to crack that top 8.
Well, you know what, though? I think the future does look bright, especially getting somebody like Paige to come in, and we'll see what that number 12. But at least they're doing something. At least they're restructuring, reshaping for the future. So it's exciting.
What really just pisses me off, I just got to vent about this.
Oh.
So J.C. Sheldon, who we traded, was the number 5 overall pick in last year's draft. Do you know who else we could have gotten at 5? Literally anybody else. So I'm just really frustrated. I would have been happy with an Angel Reese maybe.
Ooh,
that would have been nice.
Great here.
Even Cordoso would have been great, but no, we went with this girl. But traded her off, starting fresh. New front office, by the way, new GM, new coach, all the things. So excited to see that franchise potentially turn around.
When do they move into the convention center?
Next season.
All right.
So not this coming season, 2026 season. So they'll be downtown with us.
All right, close by.
Yeah, that'll be fun. That'll be a lot easier
We'll have
than
to go
going
to
out
some
to
games.
College Park.
That's true. College Park is a hike, but no, I'm excited.
Yeah, they've already sold out their season tickets. Because everyone's like, Paige is coming. So they sold out their season tickets already. So congrats to them.
Perfect.
All right, let's completely flip the script here. Let's talk about this Royal Rumble. I am allowing you to talk about wrestling for as long as you want. Because I feel like you have a lot of thoughts from everything that happened on Saturday before we found out about Luka, obviously.
Yeah, that was a roller coaster of emotion.
Where do you want to start? Just go. I'm letting you fly.
We'll go with the women's Royal Rumble, which kicked everything off. Charlotte Flair wins the women's Royal Rumble. I was not shocked by this. Felt very much like Cody.
Boring.
Returning from injury, Triple H. I think
I could have been taking a nap.
I mean, I think one of the other better favorites, which we didn't see a return, Becky Lynch. Io Sky, I believe, was up there too as a betting, but I didn't feel like they were going to give it to her. I felt if it wasn't Charlotte, maybe Becky, but I really felt like it was going to be Charlotte. It just felt with the vignettes like so much they were building her up to take this back.
And the only real surprise guest was Nikki Bella.
Yeah.
She did her little booty twirl, and she did a couple spots, and then.
I think people are hoping AJ Lee, CM Punk's wife, would make an appearance.
That's what all of you kept saying.
Hey, my old crush Trish Stratus though did. She came back.
She looks like Faith Hill.
Yeah.
Does she know that?
No, well, she always had the sexy cowboy hat or cowgirl hat, walking out. She's still in great shape. Had some good moments, good spots in there. Of course, Nia Jax coming in, demolishing everybody.
I thought
usual.
Nia was gonna win.
I just didn't think she would win just because they gave her moment with Queen of the Ring, and I just felt like this just feels like Charlotte. The moment Charlotte got hurt, end of 2023 is like they're gonna build this up. They're gonna have her.
Well,
the Queen.
That was boring, but you know what wasn't boring? The ladder match between Cody Rhodes and
That
Kevin
was crazy.
Owens. That actually made me scared for Kevin's life.
The spots in there were really crazy.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I know. I keep remembering
Thank
that.
you.
Oh, I thought the cardboard moved. Oh, thank you. We got the shots.
Oh,
Thank
that's
The
not
rumples
for
for
me.
me.
Thank God.
Oh.
Oh my God! I was like, you fucking. Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh, boy.
rumple and wine. But hey, you got barley wine, right? Some fireball.
Okay, so now that these are here, let's take a quick shot break because we haven't done an on-camera shot in weeks.
That's right.
Or I haven't, at least.
True.
Here we go. Well, what are we going to...
Cheers to the Dallas Stars.
Yes.
The only franchise that doesn't make us look stupid.
Right? What about what's our WNBA team?
And the Dallas Wings.
The Dallas Wings.
Hey,
what's
and
our
the Texas Rangers.
And the
They're already
Rangers
making
are
good
coming.
moves.
It was too hot to wear my new hoodie today.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, we did talk about that.
Yeah.
Well,
And then our what is this retaliation team? What's this 3-on-3 team?
the Unrivaled League.
Yeah, that's it.
We don't have one in Dallas. We just
What?
support.
Yeah.
It's played in Miami. Like all the games are in Miami.
I see.
So it's
I
like
see.
summer camp for them.
Hey. It's awesome.
But Enrique plays for the Vinyl, so cheers to the Vinyl.
All right, yay,
Cheers.
vinyl.
Let's go. Warms the soul. I don't know what
I
that
hate you
does
guys.
for you. It wasn't Malort.
That's
Yeah,
true.
I
You guys, I didn't know
backtracked on
shot
Malort.
face. I didn't know shot face because I missed Fireball that much. I
Yeah,
was
you
like,
did.
That tasted good. Good as fuck.
I love Rumpelmans. I think it tastes great. The problem I have with it is I can only really have one.
All right. Well, that
Because
one
if
and
I
done.
have two, then I need to find a karaoke bar right now.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, we need to come and do karaoke with you Wednesday nights. Throw it back karaoke with
Dude,
Producer
it's super
Tanner.
fun. Last week it was raining, so we did all Quiet Storm hits. It was
Nice.
Yeah.
So wait, do people come up to you and you're like and do the thing where they're like, you pick my song and I'm just
They
gonna do
really
it.
shouldn't because I know more songs than them.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I feel like it's a dangerous situation, but I
Yeah,
feel like
yeah.
it happens to you a lot.
I tell them to sing whatever moves them, man.
Yeah. What's
You
in
don't
the
even
moment?
have to be good. Whatever you're feeling, that's what I want to hear out of you.
Aw.
Yeah.
I will
Very
say the
positive.
choices I've heard at this spot for karaoke has been interesting and some classics that you just don't always hear. You know, so it is great. You have some old souls here, which is fun to watch.
Oh, dude, it's so fun. It's like if I could be all the best parts of Soul Train,
Yeah.
that's what's happening over here.
Wow. Okay.
And the video mashups are great. You know, gotta have the video. It's fun. So back to
Royal Rumble.
Royal Rumble, yeah.
Speaking of crashing and fireballs, yeah. So I mean, we'll talk about towards the end of that match, the most craziest spot. Kevin Owens getting pretty much dumped through his head through a ladder, which I mean to want to be able to do that spot because
I thought
it goes
he
one
was
way or another.
legitimately hurt.
Yeah.
And he might have been. They were saying like his shoulder popped out.
Yeah, he's crazy. Yeah, but this is a guy that loves going
Now here's the guy.
skydiving and jumping, base jumping, and all that.
Is this
I
our
mean,
new- yeah, but usually you don't hit the ground with any.
his head. Oh man, that was great. We were
I'll
all
send
like,
you
is
the
he-
video because it's insane. It's
Yeah, I'll
literally
check it
nuts.
out.
Like all of us were just like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah,
Man.
It looked like a car crash. Like it was bad. Like I was like, I don't know. Like I know it's a spot, but I don't know that he gets up from that. Like that was like when Mick Foley went through the table off the Hell in
Yeah.
a Cell. I know he was like Undertaker's like, are you sure? It's like, yeah.
Dude,
Nope. No,
Hell in
thank
the
you.
Cell is the best.
Oh yeah, and he got thrown through the cell. Like
That's
that
right.
guy. That guy's crazy. But
Okay.
Kevin
Foley.
Owens is the new Mick Foley.
So tell me this. Cody Rhodes also apparently came away from that match injured.
Apparently, I didn't hear like what the stint though, but
How does that affect, the time now between now and WrestleMania?
well, I mean, we don't know like how serious. They didn't really say. It depends. I mean, there's no way nobody was not leaving that with all those crazy spots they were doing not hurt. But I mean, he seemed to walk off. But maybe, I mean, he's had a torn pec. Like he's had these different injuries. It could have aggravated. It just depends. Is it a strain? Is it a pull? Or is it, if it's a tear, you're talking about he's no part of WrestleMania, which is going to be a big shakeup because plans are him to main event WrestleMania against two. There's been speculation, but that would be a big loss. But I think we would already hear if there was something really major. Maybe abrasions and stuff like that because, I mean, those guys went at it. That's
Yeah.
why I have so much respect for wrestlers because they'll roll the dice for our entertainment.
Yeah, that was insane. As somebody who comes from the MMA world and then watches wrestling now, that was a match that I was literally on the edge of my seat for.
Well, and
I just didn't know how to process everything in the moment. It was insane.
Well, I was telling one of our guys in our group who's a big UFC fan, not so much pro wrestling, because he's asked me how do you watch this and stuff like that. I said, Cody Rhodes is a guy who could perform, who could have trained and been an elite MMA fighter. He was being recruited by Penn State. He won multiple state titles in Georgia.
Oh, wow.
And chose to go his father's route in wrestling. So high-level amateur wrestler, which has transitioned well. But see him in these crazy spots. You look at that tradition. Hey, Kurt Angle did it too back then. It's fun to watch. It was a great match. It was great, but man, it scared me.
Okay, talk to me about the men's Royal Rumble. And before you say anything, yeet!
Yeeting all over the place.
That's gross.
Man, it was great.
That's skeeting. You don't want to do that.
Yeah. There we go. Drink.
It wasn't me.
Drink. I love this Royal Rumble. There were some great spots in it. Penta Zero lasting from 2. Oh, by the way, I loved our drinking game that we did.
Yeah, that was all Steven and his friends.
Yeah, I love that. Like, so we'll say how it went because we are a drinking podcast.
Right. How's this drinking game work?
So we all picked a number. And
Before it started, between 1 and 30.
1 and 30, based because there's 30 people in the Rumble. So however long your person lasts, if they get eliminated, you have to take a shot.
Hold on. Your number corresponds to the one who enters.
Okay.
Yes,
so
exactly.
I drew number 1, for
Nice.
example.
Yes.
Which is the worst number
You got Rey
could draw.
Mysterio.
And I got Rey Mysterio. And I threw a bitch fit. I said, I am hosting this party. I
Right.
should get 2 numbers.
There it is.
So I drew 1 and 14. 14 was The Miz. And I can't be mad about that because I am a Miz fan. So essentially, when your person gets eliminated, you have to do a shot. And if your person wins, everybody else has to do a shot.
Oh, wow.
And nobody drew Jey Uso. Nobody.
No, nobody Jey Uso. I was number 18. I got Finn Balor. It lasted a little bit, but not as long. But I kind of expected that. So and it's kind of funny because, I mean, depending on the entries, you kind of already had an idea who was going to last longer than others. And so, but outside of that, it was so much fun. I show speed.
Getting his ass kicked.
I heard he gashed his
got
leg.
hurt.
Yeah, he got thrown onto a table. So
This is why mortals can't do what those people do.
But he'll be all right. He'll be all right. Braun Breaker spearing everybody. But let's get to the very end of it. Because this is where it came down to the betting favorites to win the Royal Rumble. And I don't think we did a prop bet, did we? But I know just going off the top of my head, Cena, CM Punk, Roman Reigns.
So I actually did listen to last week's episode this morning while I was working out just because I had to get in the right headspace for tonight. And you did pick John Cena.
I did pick John Cena, yeah.
And I rattled off a bunch of wild card names. I said CM Punk and Jey Uso were my picks.
Yeah.
So I was right.
So
nice
Look
work,
at that.
dude.
I think Jey Uso, I mean, well, we'll get to the end. CM Punk and Roman Reigns and Seth, they all get eliminated. Freaking Logan Paul. And then we go down to the 3. We have John Cena, Jey Uso, and Logan Paul. We know it's not going to be Logan Paul. So John Cena eliminates Logan, and now we got the Yeet Meister.
Don't call him that. He is
The
way
Yeet
too
Master.
cool.
Master Yeet.
Way too
MC
cool.
Yeet.
No,
MC
his
Yeet?
name, motherfucker, is main
Oh,
event Jey Uso
Main
for
event.
a reason.
She went all hard on
Man,
it.
she's really upset
She
about
bought a
this.
shirt.
I did, and it's the cutest shirt. It's a Jey Uso Dallas Stars combo T-shirt.
Nice.
So I had to have it.
That's right.
And literally,
It is a nice
it's
shirt.
all Yeet. It says Yeet
But
right
this
here.
was
Nice.
a fun little back and forth between Cena. It's a little bit comedy too on them trying to eliminate each other on the outside the rope. But ultimately, it was main event Jey Uso winning, which shocked a lot of people. But everybody was happy. That arena exploded because Jey is so over, and I thought he possibly would have won Money in the Bank last year. I mean, if you follow his father, wasn't so happy with how they were booking him because he's so popular. But him winning the Royal Rumble, his son coming in,
the pop of the crowd.
Yeah.
I thought Raw was unreal, but watching the camera and hearing the crowd noise after he had won and people doing the thing was unreal.
Yeah.
What's happening?
Nothing. I was trying to be sly about something with Charlie, and I can't do it because he's
But
got
yeah.
headphones on.
I was like, why are you whispering to a man with headphones? You stupid.
But yeah,
This is why men are dumb.
yeah. But John Cena would have been the predictable win. So
Yeah.
it would have
but
been
they're
electronic.
also wanting him to be at other events between now and then. So it kind of makes sense because he's the main face of Elimination Chamber. He's in
Yeah.
all the fucking ads.
Yeah.
I mean, they like on Instagram, you scroll through and it has his face and it says Elimination Chamber, Toronto, Ontario, March 1st, 2025.
Man,
I've seen like 80 of these. Sorry.
that's because you went to Raw once.
Life
and it
ruined.
knows.
Life ruined.
You went to Raw once, and now
I've been to
now
Raw
you
twice.
your
by the way.
algorithm is all and TNA.
And now I've been to TNA. Yes.
Oh, Joe Hendry was in there. Forgot about that.
Oh, I love Joe Hendry.
Uh,
the reaction at our party when Joe Hendry came out,
believe in
everybody
Joe
was
Hendry.
lit. Everybody was having a good time.
He's got a catchy song.
Like when you come, and I hate saying this because I'm a woman and I love women's sports, blah blah blah. But the men's rumble versus the women's rumble, light years apart.
Yeah.
Light years. And it's not even like about the personalities or whatever, because there are a handful of female wrestlers that I love. Like I love Bianca Belair, for example.
Yeah.
I think she's an amazing athlete. But it just felt so boring. There was just something missing. There was no oomph behind it.
Yeah.
With the men's Royal Rumble, it was like with every entrant, you were like, oh yeah, fuck yeah, can't wait for this, can't wait for that. The spots were better, and I know there was like a little bit of controversy with Drew McIntyre. I think Penta should have been eliminated in the first 5 minutes of the
He lasted a
Rumble,
long
but
time.
like his feet touched. His feet totally touched.
Yeah. That was a
whole
botch
thing,
for sure.
Whole thing, but
I'm gonna have to catch the replay.
you
man.
should.
Yeah, it's
I
on
really think
you
you
have
should.
Peacock?
You got the cock
You know me. Swinging this thing around.
swinging the dang-a-ling. Look at Charlie's face.
Everybody drank.
Grounded.
I should have drank from my Yeet Master. Anyways.
Skeet master. All right.
I'm gonna never forget that, and I hate you for it.
What, the Yeet Master?
No,
Master?
that one.
Oh.
Yeah, my bad. My bad.
But anyways, congrats to Jey Uso. Now we'll see who he's going to choose. Looks like possible Gunther, but we'll find out. But it was a great night. It was a great night of wrestling. And looking forward to Elimination Chamber on March 1st.
All right, next up, as we continue to talk about sports entertainment, let's have a little bit of UFC because there's a huge pay-per-view card taking place this Saturday in Sydney, Australia, with 2 belts on the line, one for the women's 115 and one for the men's 185. So I don't want to dive deep into the card because I feel like this card is going to showcase a lot of international fighters that
Yeah.
Americans don't really know. And by Americans, I mean myself. Because I literally went through it and I was like, okay, anybody of interest. But in the interest of time, no
Yeah.
pun intended, let's talk about Weili versus your girlfriend, Tatiana Suarez.
Tatiana.
Suarez is Charlie's MMA crush.
Yes.
Big time MMA crush.
Huge fan of Tatiana Suarez.
And she follows me on Instagram and likes my posts.
There you
So
go.
I'm a fan of hers
Hey.
as well.
Talking to royalty over here.
She is taken. She is
She
taken.
is. She's engaged.
She
Newly
is engaged to a great fighter. Yeah, I mean, this is a way overdue, but a lot of it is due to injuries. That she's just had an unlucky amount of injuries.
And don't forget to mention, Tatiana Suarez is undefeated.
She
in
is
MMA.
undefeated. She is the best female wrestler in the sport. She was Olympic hopeful. Unfortunately, due to unforeseen circumstances that halted her career, so she's changed into MMA, won the Ultimate Fighter back in 2016, and has dominated everybody just
do you
from the
wanna
wrestling.
know
She's
my
the female Habib.
You want to know my favorite thing about Tatiana Suarez?
Hit me.
I was watching, this is like 5, 6, 7 years ago. She was a guest star on an episode
Of The Bachelor.
Of The Bachelorette.
No, it's The Bachelor.
No, it was Bachelorette because it was the boys she was teaching
Oh,
to
that's
wrestle.
right. That's right.
See,
It
you
would've-
don't even remember.
It would have been funny if it was The Bachelor.
No. So she came on and literally taught a wrestling class to the boys on The Bachelorette.
That
Precious.
was Taja's season, wasn't it? Or Kate? Oh, no, it was Taja, right? I think it was Taja.
Yes, it was.
Yeah,
Tasia.
it was Taja. That's
'Cause it
right.
was the COVID season.
Yeah. So,
And her personality through camera, brilliant. She was so fun to watch. She was so funny. You just can't help but like fall in love with this girl.
Yeah.
yeah, I just, like I said, it just sucks that the injuries and not being able to be active. I can't remember her last fight, but it's been a little bit.
She won her last fight.
No, she did. Yeah, I just can't remember the timeline.
It was about a year ago.
Was it a year and a half ago?
Yeah.
And another injuries. So she's been the contender for quite some time. A healthy Tatiana is very dangerous. We talk about Islam, Makhachev's wrestling. She is the female Islam when it comes to wrestling. There is no one even close to her and what she's able to at that level. The last Olympic, hopefully,
Can you tell he has
closer.
a crush on her?
Well, I'm just being.
I'm definitely
it's Sarah
feeling
Kaufman.
the energy radiate off
Well,
of him
when
right
when
now.
you see
It's
someone shoot a double leg like her in the
Oh,
women's
dude.
division,
Oh, do
control.
you want Tatiana to take you down?
Is this a
I
Xena
really
on a
wanna
top
take
fantasy?
I won't sprawl.
And show you what
I won't
I'm
sprawl.
about.
But I probably couldn't. It wouldn't matter. She'd just do it anyways.
You got me
Right?
singing on this episode.
There we go.
That's right, man. I got that karaoke bug.
But
baby.
yes, go Tatiana.
Okay, Tatiana faces
Hey.
up against the boogeyman of the 115 division in Zhang Wei Li.
Yeah.
This girl is a bad bitch.
Uh-oh.
She is one of the most well-rounded fighters, female fighters specifically, that I have ever seen. This woman is stacked. Like, she has the body of a bodybuilder, and then she can literally pick up Francis Ngannou, a.k.a. a heavyweight MMA fighter.
Shit, man.
What's crazy though is there's only been really one fighter to really dominate her all 5 rounds and knock her is Rose. It's outside of that, nobody's been able to really figure out way. But she keeps getting better. Her wrestling has gotten better. Her ground game
It's
has
that
gotten
Chinese
better.
discipline.
And she's just like you said, she's just very powerful, strong.
No,
so
but seriously, like, she is the kind of person that would go to the drawing board after every fight, win or loss, and she zeroes in on her weaknesses, and she just drills it.
That's the mark of a champion,
That's
man.
what makes her one of the most well-rounded fighters in the UFC, hands down.
Yeah, man.
and her second run has been a lot more dominant than her first. But once again, I mean, Rose,
Like-
that's just a different thing.
Like, she's so good that if she beats Tatiana Suarez, she will be top 5 in the pound-for-pound ranking, and that's men and women.
Well, if she beats Tatiana, I want to see her in Valentina next year, end of this year, early next
Summer.
year.
Give it to
Yeah.
me this summer.
So, but,
International Fight Week.
Yeah.
but
Co-main
I'm
event.
gonna say this: if
Bullet
Tatiana
Valentina and
beats
Wei
Wei
Li.
Li, I want to see that because Tatiana was a 125 or 2, and she's big for 115, and I want to see that matchup. It's very much striker versus grappler. While Wei Li has a tough ground game, that wrestling pressure of Tatiana is something different. Where on the reverse, Wei Li striking is second to none.
Okay, let's do it. Let's make some shot takes right here, right now. It's been a while since we've done a UFC
I'm ready.
shot take. Charlie Van, who you got? And it's a pick 'em. Vegas doesn't even know who's going to win.
I think it stays on the ground. I think Tatiana takes it. I think it's very close, but that wrestling pressure is so tough.
Nah, Wei Li fights forward. She's not going to let this girl take her down. She's going to knock her ass out. I give it 3 rounds.
Let
Wei
3
Li.
All
rounds.
right. I'm going to pick submission or knockout because I don't know anything about either of these two people.
I love this for you.
Submission.
Bye.
Your girl Tati.
Oh,
Let's
you're gonna roll with
go.
Tatiana? Okay. I see how it is, Tanner. You know.
Do you feel the energy coming off this man right
He's
now?
thinking with his other head.
Yeah. Let him dream.
I have 2 heads right here.
Yeah.
See, I got Luka.
On his day, you got Luka coming right out of it.
Fuck this noise. Jesus Christ. Okay. In your main event, for the 185 middleweight championship, you've got Dracus Duplessis. Is that how I say that?
Dracus
Dracus Duplessis.
Duplessis.
Current belt holder, favored by Vegas against American Sean Strickland.
How do I feel?
Yeah.
I got Dracus. I think he, like that first fight, yeah, it was a little close, but look at that Izzy fight. Dracus is just good all around. He's powerful. His grappling is second to none. He's so strong. And I've never been impressed by Sean. Watch that Paulo Costa fight. Not exciting. Like, I think, and you're over in Australia, just the energy. I think Dracus is just going to be, he's too just IQ in there.
Yeah, so you see why I made a big deal about a shot take for the women's fight? Because this shit's going to be boring as fuck.
Yeah, you think so?
Do you know how we talked about white men who disappoint me last week?
Ooh,
Sean Strickland is also on that list.
that list is very long.
Sean Strickland is really
I mean,
disappointing.
have you seen white guys lately? It's pretty disappointing.
I'm really glad that you understand me.
Oh, yeah, man.
But yeah, I agree with you. DDP's fight IQ versus Sean Strickland's fight IQ. It's like taking taking a grad student in college and making him have a smart off with a middle schooler.
Yeah.
Sean's not very smart in the ring or in the octagon.
He gets reckless,
He's very emotional.
Yeah.
To him, everything is a brawl, not a chess match.
I see.
DDP is very calculated, and there's a reason why he's where he's at. And if you look at the people he's beaten to get there, it's a great resume.
Yeah.
And especially the way he's done it. Up until recently nobody's finished Izzy like that. Maybe Alex Pereira, but submits him right there, just ragdolls him, just like nothing. And he's always forward pressure. He may not be the most athletic guy, but he's so calculated. We saw that against Robert Whittaker. He just knows how to use his timing, and he's just so strong. And I just think he's just all around too good, and this favors him.
Yeah, so no shot take here because we agree. We're rolling with DDP.
Although DDP, it's interesting. I wonder.
Right.
Speaking of wrestling, I was like, I wonder what Diamond Dallas Page thinks of this.
I'd like to play a game with some of these that we don't care much about.
Oh, we don't have to because I have about 12 Super Bowl
Oh my
prop
God!
bets.
$18.
Holy mackerel!
Oh, I have 11, so don't worry about it.
Okay, got it. Let's
Oh,
start betting.
This is why I do what I do, Tanner.
You're so
See, if you would have
talented.
read my notes before the show, you would have
You're
known.
right. I'm the tech.
By the way, thank you, fiance Steven, for sending this to our group chat. I witnessed the worst trade ever in NBA history shirts.
Oh, dude, those went on sale instantly.
Like $18, man.
Instantly.
I love it.
See,
It's funny.
I don't know if I could wear that shirt right now. I don't know.
I probably wouldn't buy it,
Because
but I
they
think
may
it's
not
funny.
be done. It may not be over.
And we are a drinking podcast, and my friends over at Celestial are making a beer called Sell the Team. They made the news.
Cuban, buy it back!
There's also one that showed I forgot which brewery it was, but it took a picture of
Celestial
Nico
Beer
and
Works.
photo edited him as a devil, and it said Nico is the devil. Tell me what kind of beer this is. It was the caption.
That's
Oh.
funny.
Maybe like a
Shout out to Celestial Beer Works, too. Some great stuff over there.
spicy Mexican lager.
That's just a michelada.
I mean, who's mad?
I would say a red ale.
Red ale.
Yeah.
I need a little more anger.
I don't know. I would do like it's wintertime, like a wintervention, like Pedicle is like 11%, 10%, 12.
Yeah,
Just
you
like
guys know this
drown
shit better
your
than I do.
sorrows.
Yeah,
oh,
he's just
boy.
out. He's one and done out of this.
Well, like we said, UFC 312, Saturday night. If you don't have plans and you want to watch the fight, you can come here. No cover. They show the fights, sound on. Food's great. Drinks are great. Charlie's been here for fight night a handful of times, so sure, you have your own stories, but every time I've been here, it's been a great experience.
True
It's been it's a great atmosphere. A lot of great food. All the energy is great when the fights are on, so come on by.
Come on down.
Dig it.
The other big event happening this weekend is Super Bowl Sunday. Here we are. The Eagles taking on the Chiefs. Will the Chiefs three-peat? Will the Eagles fly?
Yeah.
Or are they just a bunch of stupid birds? I don't know. I really don't know. I'm having a very hard time with this. Kansas City right now, as the lines are set, is favored by 1.5 with the over-under at 49 points. So they're expecting a old-school shootout.
I'm down.
Speaking of the Eagles, T.O. had some harsh things to say about the Chiefs, how he feels like this NFL is rigged.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Valid.
Yeah, it's not a sport.
I mean, he can say whatever he wants now.
it's
He's
an
out of-
entertainment company.
Yeah.
Is the NFL the WWE?
Yes.
I haven't seen some chair shots yet, though.
You
There
know
might
what?
be.
I do see broken tablets.
They're
Although I
trying to
will
get
live-
this thing worldwide, so they got to clean up their act a little bit. But let's be real. If we're thinking there's no mobbed up freaking referees, y'all crazy.
It definitely has appeared to felt a lot more like that, even more so now in this season. So let's talk about it.
Let's
let's
talk
do it.
about it.
Showdown in New Orleans.
Any
Okay.
opportunity to talk conspiracy theories. I know that language.
I was going to say, let's just talk about the game, and then you add your flavor.
I'm ready. I'm
A
ready.
little cherry
on the
Salt
top,
Bay,
little
little
Salt Bay.
conspiracy
Oh,
bay. You got
R.I.P.
it.
R.I.P.
To
the
his
Salt Bay's
restaurant.
Oh yeah, it's called. Who saw that coming?
Yeah.
Literally everybody, nobody goes there.
Yes, good for real. My friend went there and he was like, "Yeah, it was salty."
As
Shocking.
us Mavs fans are right now.
Ayo. All right. So, what are you looking for in this game? You've got a really interesting matchup of two very, very strong defenses.
Uh-huh.
And two offenses that also can make some noise. Eagles with their tush push, two dynamic wide receivers, and then, of course, can't forget Saquon. Kansas City's got, the combination of Xavier Worthy, who's really fucking fast, and then you got a two-headed running back. Oh. Go.
I only have opinions on things around the game. I have no opinions on the game.
But that's the beauty of the Super Bowl. Did you buy your squares?
No, I got to do that today.
You better
I even
buy
brought cash.
I have cash too. Let's buy some squares. Okay. Charlie Van, with all of this firepower in the Super Bowl and the expected shootout that could be, what's going to happen?
What is going to happen? Kendrick Lamar, halftime.
Oh, dude, that'll be the call to action we need, baby.
Oh, just wait.
We got some prop bets
here. I have
here.
all the Kendrick Lamar prop bets.
Just like
Hell
last
Just
year.
wait.
What's going to happen is, it is going to be the tell of these two defenses, I really feel. Like you mentioned Saquon. I think what he's done this season is I'm a Cowboys fan, but it's hard not to marvel at what Saquon. But it's a tall task with this defense, but they have a great defense too. So I feel this is going to be possibly a little similar to last year with the Niners, who also had that firepower too with their run game, but two really solid defenses.
How important is kicking going to be in this game?
Oh, very, very, very important. And Chiefs do have statistically one of the best kickers. So, but we'll see.
You
Elliott,
are really feeling that shot over there.
there you
Oh,
go.
yeah,
He's doing it. He's doing it. I think you're going to see some field goals. This is I don't know if you see a 70-yard field goal
No.
in the Superdome, but
Fuck
you're going to see
Harrison Butker.
a lot of field goals, I think.
That's what I think. You've got the number 1 versus number 3 defense. You would expect a lot of field goals. You would expect that special teams is going to be the big factor in this game, which is really fucking wild to say.
Some big boots.
Punts, field goals, kick returns, punt returns.
Gotta hope
Watch
not.
out. Watch out.
And whatever the refs decide.
I just hope both teams, I just hope both teams have
I'll
fun.
say this. I'll be neutral there. I hope nobody gets hurt on the sideline this year like last year. That's crazy.
Okay, I'm going to ask 2 different questions here. Given that we are all Cowboy fans, which team winning is better for us? And just think as a Cowboys fan. So put on your Timbs, put on your jorts.
Is that what we wear out here?
We wear some Jason Kelsey jorts. He's got those. Saw those before
Maybe
WrestleMania.
not Timbs, maybe Jordans. Jordans.
Yeah.
Jordans.
Jordans.
Some
You're not walking
Jordans.
around in Tim's?
I don't know.
It's too hot.
I'm just thinking about stereotypical, when you walk through the streets of Arlington on game day, this is what you see,
Oh, for sure.
right?
Yeah.
So I need you to get in that mindset. As a Cowboys fan, who would you rather win? And you can't say I want the stadium to blow up. That doesn't count.
Chiefs.
No, I want Chiefs. Yeah. I am I am a Cowboys fan, and I don't want to see them succeed at all, despite loving Saquon. Do love him. But overall, that fan base I want to see them, cry, Eagles cry.
What about you? So you agree?
I'm not even that much of a Cowboys fan.
Uh-huh.
I'm more of a fantasy football fan
Uh-huh.
because Jerry let me down for my whole life, except for my first 6 years.
Yep.
But the Eagles are the worst. The worst. That deep hatred that you get for something that just hates you just the same, and you benefit from your mutual hatred, that's us and the Eagles. You know what? I've changed my mind. I think the Eagles should win. It might light a fire under the damn Cowboys,
You
and we'll
just
get some
stole
shit
my fucking
fucking going on.
argument.
I don't think it will.
No. We're going to be whiny brats.
Eagles won back in 2017
And another
didn't do
geriatric
anything.
white man is going to fucking tell us how it is and catapult the whole thing into the ocean.
What did I start?
You literally had Eagles, Commanders, and then NFC, and I don't think that makes a difference for Jerry. At the end of the day, he just looks at what the value is. But
I did see something interesting today on your point, that the playoff money doesn't go into his pocket. They share it with the league. And going to the playoffs is not financially advantageous.
Oh God.
Yeah, he's got that regular season locked down. He's been having that lockdown.
Look, I also think, not just for the reasons you said, that's a big part of it. I think
Yeah.
if the Eagles win, it should make Jerry feel some type of way. They're our biggest rival, and to see them succeed should hurt us the most,
Yeah.
right? And it should make you want to be better. If you're watching,
Should.
if you're watching your baby brother succeed, and you're just
Right.
kind of stuck.
Actually, I really want my brothers to succeed. Y'all are beautiful, and I love each and every one of you. I'm the oldest. It's my job to say things like that.
I am also the older child.
I'm
so
the
I
oldest
get it.
child too.
Yeah.
I get it. So, you know, if you see your siblings stepping their shit up, you're going to feel some type of way about it. So that's one thing. The second thing about the Eagles is I think they really did take that phrase all in when they signed Saquon, right? That was what they were lacking. They executed. Look where they are. The Super Bowl. And if anyone is going to bust the dream of a three-peat, it's going to be this team.
Yeah, chronic villains. You're right. You're totally right.
And guess what? They're the underdog, and they embrace that. The city of Philadelphia is just a bunch of underdogs. You ever watch it Always Sunny in Philadelphia?
Oh, yeah.
They're
I
literally
am Charlie.
5 losers.
Where do you think
Yeah,
I got
the
that
whole
wild
sound.
card? Where do you think I got that wild card from?
Yes. Yeah. I got it. So to me, I just, and the Kansas City Chiefs originally being the Dallas Texans, it's a double-edged sword, right?
Yeah.
Either your worst enemy wins or the one who was supposed to be you or was you. I don't know how you want to phrase that.
After a couple of years, I lose interest in.
But
like,
I think for us, it does make more sense for the Eagles to win.
I get it.
I'll
That's
be the lone
well
chief
put.
over here.
Well, that's okay. Now, as a football fan, who are you picking?
Taylor Swift.
Exactly.
False. Start over. Who are you picking?
Oh, Eagles.
I got the Chiefs.
I'm going to roll with the Eagles.
Nice.
I got Mahomes. I got Andy Reid.
Because
Also,
how can you have two really attractive people on the same team and them not win a championship?
it happens.
You talking about Saquon and Jalen?
It happens.
You're a sucker for
I am a sucker.
those
Yeah.
quarterbacky types.
It's not a quarterbacky type. It's the
It's the
muscular.
soft eyes.
Do you know what it is? You know what happened on Saturday, which was really funny?
Yeah.
We were talking about like squatting and how many pounds somebody can squat.
Oh.
Tell me why I have a Jalen Hurts Saquon squatting video saved on my phone.
The tush push, duh, get real. That's the most successful squats of all time.
Guys, note yourself. Do your fucking squats.
If the Eagles lose, Malort shot.
Oh. Okay.
Well, they better not fucking lose because this is the team. This is the team built to beat the Chiefs.
Everybody's been the Niners are considered the team. At the end of the day, it's going to come down what can Sirianni do in the moment, and this is going to be big because Andy Reid, they know how to adapt and adjust. So it's going to be interesting under that light.
To me, it comes down to which defense forces more turnovers.
I think it comes down to what's going to be best for the ratings.
Oh, it's the Chiefs then.
And
There's the
Eagles might as well
conspiracy.
not even show up.
There they are.
Three-peat history.
Right.
At the end of the day, like I mean, I agree the Eagles have it built, but if there's one guy it's hard for me to bet against, it is going to be Mahomes. So we'll see. And Jalen cannot turn over the ball. The moment he turns over that first one, it's over.
Yep. So I expect Kansas City to stack that box, not let Saquon run anywhere.
that's right.
And dare
Stack
Jalen
that
Hurts.
box.
Because Jalen isn't
I'd
Mahomes.
stack that
He
box.
will give you a present.
And dare Jalen Hurts to throw. But hey, he's got two really great wide receivers and a great tight end. So,
Or A.J. Brown will just be reading.
you know what? If that makes him a better person, it is what
Hey,
it
For
is.
yeah.
it. I'm for it.
I ain't mad about that one. Okay.
If all your fighting is done by soldiers without any drama in them, any well-rounded education, then all your fighting is done by brutes and all your thinking is done by weak men. Come on.
Yeah, well,
Who you
intellect-
You
quoting?
need fully well-rounded individuals to grow as a society.
Are they reading Grisham?
I don't know, man.
Lord of the Rings.
You know what's more fun than this conversation? Prop bets.
Hey! Let's get to it, too. We're way over.
Yeah, we are definitely over as predicted.
Way over like Jey Uso.
Yes, we are. Yeet. Okay.
Yeet.
I got 11 prop bits.
All right, let's go fast.
Let's move it and groove it. The first one. What is Kendrick Lamar's opening song going to be? Humble is the favorite at plus 160. Not Like Us at plus 380. And King Kunta at plus 430.
King Kunta would be the fucking craziest opening thing. I think it's DNA.
Yeah, I would think DNA is more of a kind of an opener.
Give
But-
me DNA.
But I'll
DNA,
go
okay.
with, if it's not DNA, then the one that's the prop, I'll go Humble. That would be the next
That's
one.
what I thought. Like, just off this list, Humble would probably be
I would
my
go
pick.
DNA, but based on this, just for this, I'll go Humble.
Flipping
All right.
the question, what's the closing song?
Not like us.
Not like
Odds of Drake being part of the halftime performance.
no,
Oh, 0%.
no.
So at work, we actually
He literally
debated
had
this.
the rest of hip hop on the stage and left Drake
Drake,
out.
yes.
I know, but think about what would be the craziest viral thing to ever fucking happen.
I don't think Kendrick thinks like that, man.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it is the Super Bowl. If you're gonna,
You're
put
more
on a
likely
show,
to
put on a
see
show.
Taylor Swift with him.
Yeah, because they had a duet too. They did Bad Blood.
He
It's
respects
coming.
her.
It's coming. Number of songs in the set. I think the average is 9.
9.
Man,
Over
that's a
under
lot.
9.
Oh, it's a rap show. It'd be like 13.
13.
Yeah.
I will go 10.
Okay. Will Bad Blood be part of the set? With or without Taylor Swift doesn't matter. Will he reference the fact that he has a verse on Bad Blood?
No.
That would be funny, though.
I think he'll do it because I heard a rumor
She's there.
that SZA was going to do the Taylor's part anyway. If they do it, she will do the Taylor part. Taylor does not have to be part of the halftime show.
That's fair.
This is almost like
Taylor's
this is
part of
once
the
again the
post-game
Chief
show, and I have
Swift
something
show.
to say
the whole
about
time.
that. All right. What's
Okay,
next?
Next, which person will score first? I have Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, Xavier Worthy, Kareem Hunt, Isaiah Pacheco, Jalen Hurts, Saquon Barkley, A.J. Brown, or Devontae Smith.
Well,
Xavier Worthy.
well, we know that the Chiefs win coin toss.
Oh,
Yeah.
I skipped the coin toss. Sorry.
It's okay. It's okay. They're gonna win it anyways. Xavier, I'll go with Xavier Worthy too.
I'm going to say tush push Jalen Hurts.
Nice.
Heads or tails for the coin flip?
Heads.
I'm going to go tails because you guys are boring.
Hey, we're just giving you a heads up.
John Baptiste singing the national anthem over under a set at 120.5 seconds.
That he's doing it at all?
That he's doing it, how long will it be?
Oh.
120.5 seconds
I don't know.
is the over under. Reba,
How
for
long
reference,
is
was
it?
90 seconds last year.
Oh, give me the over.
Yeah.
Everybody's
he's
pretty
very-
much taking the over.
His-
From what
yeah,
I'm hearing.
his
He's a jazz
style,
guy.
yeah,
It's
he's
going to be all over the
Make
place.
it memorable.
Okay, who is Taylor Swift sitting next to in the suite? Ice Spice, Blake Lively, Caitlin Clark, Donna Kelsey, Andrea Swift, Brittany Mahomes, or Kylie Kelsey?
Well, Donna will be in the mix for sure. You got to sit by Mama.
Sitting next to.
Sitting next to. So it could be one person or it could be two.
Donna and Caitlin Clark.
Give me Caitlin Clark. That's a good one. Especially at the Super Bowl. Yeah.
And now they're new
then-
besties.
And,
And
then
Donna, Mama Kelsey.
No. I think it'll be what's the other Kelsey kid's wife?
Kylie Kelsey?
Yeah.
Kylie Kelsey hates being on video. She's not
Yeah.
going to sit with Taylor Swift.
Oh, then she won't be there.
And
then.
she's Eagles fan.
I would
Alright,
say
well.
Donna Kelsey would be my number one. And then maybe Brittany Mahomes would be my number two because it's the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
And the wives.
Yeah.
The Wags.
The
Got
Wags. Okay, Gatorade bath color. Currently,
Jeez.
purple is the favorite at 210, yellow green at 300, red pink at 350, or no Gatorade bath, which has happened only once.
No,
at
there's
Red.
Gatorade
2500.
bat.
it. It's red.
I'll go purple because it's Mardi Gras, New Orleans.
It's not on here, but I feel like blue Gatorade needs a moment.
True.
I do
True.
like blue Gatorade though.
Tavis engagement.
Tavis.
Yes is at
That's
plus,
what they're called, Tavis.
Yes is at plus 800. No is at minus 2,000.
Oh. After listening to Alchemy 300,000 times in the car with my wife, it's 1 billion% happens if he wins.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
think
go
you-
now.
They would do that?
I'm gonna
Oh,
go
yeah.
now. They're gonna draw this
I-
out.
You
they're-
don't have the biggest tour to ever tour and not have a little bit of that. I have the world's eyes on me right now.
He
I'm
gives
gonna do
her a
something
promise
cool.
ring.
Fuck
I-
that.
I
That's
I'm gonna
don't
say
see
no.
it.
I don't
lame.
see it.
I
I don't think
see
he.
it.
They're gonna keep this going.
They're
heard it
gonna
here
keep you on
first,
your
folks.
toes.
I say it's going to happen.
Okay, if the Chiefs win, how soon after the Super Bowl does she announce Reputation, Taylor's version?
Oh, that's a lot more. That's a lot more, realistic.
At the Super Bowl.
No. She would never do that to Travis.
If she did it at the Super Bowl, it would be during Bad Blood.
That's what it would be, yes.
Yeah.
And she'd have to have Travis's blessing for that one.
I don't know. I don't think she gives a fuck what Travis
I think
thinks.
she does because she doesn't want to, take over his spotlight.
Get real. She goes to the games.
Yeah, because she's being supportive, but it's
But
still
she
all
could-
about-
Automatically, they're gonna give
full
her the spotlight.
LV attire that's
Yeah,
looking stupid as hell.
but she's not taking interviews.
That's
She's
true.
not around fans.
She's just Taylor
She
Swift.
sneaks in and out. She doesn't make it about herself. She's just there.
I think the league makes it about her, though.
The league does. The
Yeah.
league definitely pushes the
Because
narrative.
Haley Steinfeld, also, not as nearly as big as Taylor, but still popular, famous. They don't
She
show
did
her.
win an Oscar.
And she's
Yeah.
Hawkeye Light.
Yeah, but
What was her
Taylor.
superhero name? I can't even remember.
Oh,
I
just
don't know.
she just really went by her name most of the time.
The
it was-
forgotten one.
It was great. Kate
Bishop.
Bishop. I love Florence Pugh and them.
Okay, last one for Taylor Swift. Over under 6.5 times she's shown on camera.
Oh, over.
Over, yeah. They're going for it.
Unless Philly's winning, they're not going to cut to her. So I'm going to say under. I'm going to take the under.
We see her switch back
It does
to Philly.
make her a villain. If Philly wins and they cut to Taylor alive.
What do you think about the song Bad Blood? Literally, that song is about her being a villain.
Yeah,
she
yeah.
also is an Eagles fan.
The whole Reputation album was about being a villain. I was there.
So was I. Amazing show. Amazing show. Last one. Number of tush push attempts.
3.
2? I said 2.
I get the over, yeah. That's the bread and
Is
butter.
it over under or just
I
a
said
number?
the over under at 2.
They love the tush.
So you're going to take the over?
I'll take the over.
I'll take the over, too. They love it. They love the tush.
And with that, we are finished.
Hey,
And with that
we
is the
did it.
2024 NFL season.
Cheers.
Oh,
We'll
goodness.
see you after. Yeah, well, way to go, everybody.
On National Hangover Day, we'll be here next Monday.
Should be a holiday.
It really should be. Well, again, advertisers, hit us up. You got an event that you want us at? We're down for that. We got all
Products for
kinds
us
of
to
shit,
try,
too.
outfits to wear.
That's right. We got speakers to set up if you want to hear us talk to you. You want to have a watch party? We are down. PouringTakes.com. Admin at PouringTakes.com.
And again, this is Underdog Restaurants and Sports Club.
That's right. They're so wonderful to host us, so we're having a good time.
And this is Luka signing off for the last time.
That's right. Goodbye,
Thank you, Luca. Thank you.
Cheers, family.
We'll miss you, buddy.